August 1942, a city becomes the crucible of a world war. Stalingrad, a name that would devour armies. Here, on the Volga's western bank, strategy met endurance. A city under siege, a people under fire, from ruin to remembrance. This is Stalingrad. In 1941, Hitler launched Operation Barbarossa, a blitz across the Soviet Union. At first, speed and surprise seemed unstoppable. By 1942, the German aim shifted. Seize the oil of the Caucasus, cut the Volga lifeline. Stalingrad was industrial sinew, a symbol and a supply artery. For Hitler, a city named for Stalin offered both prestige and leverage. For the Soviets, it was lifeblood. To lose Stalingrad was to bleed the front. Control the river, choke Soviet logistics, split the front. In August 1942, the city ignited. The battle, and a turning point, began. Stalingrad became a maze of death. Factories, stairwells, cellars, snipers dueled for hours, sometimes for a single step of ground. Apartments became fortresses, every room a bunker. Combat at arm's length, senses overwhelmed. Civilians endured the siege beneath the streets. Every corner promised an ambush.
We learned the city by sound, the crack of a rifle, the scrape of a boot on broken glass.
The Red October and barricade works, battlegrounds and graves, between assaults, exhaustion, a city sleepwalking through terror. Across the river, reinforcements and ammunition trickled in. Food grew scarce, fear became routine. Still, the defenders refused to yield. As winter tightened, supply lines frayed, then snapped. Frostbite did what bullets could not. The river was both artery and target, lifeline under constant fire. Hunger hollowed out entire units. Clothing failed, flesh failed faster. Ammunition dwindled to a whisper. Air resupply promised salvation and could not deliver enough. Communication lines shattered as often as the men who laid them. The defenders improvised, human chains feeding the front. Cold turned machines to stone. The city held, but at a cost measured in silence. Strategically, the calculus was shifting. Endurance was beginning to outweigh maneuver. In November, the Red Army struck the flanks, where Axis allies were stretched thin. Underprepared, under-equipped, they buckled. The jaws closed at Kalach. The Sixth Army trapped. Momentum reversed in a day. Options dwindled to none. An air bridge was promised. Arithmetic said otherwise. The counter-offensive rolled, piece by piece, tightening the ring. Inside the pocket, disbelief, then dread. Logistics, already thin, collapsed under winter's weight. A relief attempt advanced and failed to break through. Hunger, cold, encirclement, and the realization, no way out. By January, the pocket had withered to a graveyard. The trap held. The outcome, inevitable. Field Marshal Paulus, promoted in a pocket, a title with no escape. Words became confessions of reality. Tens of thousands laid down arms, a defeat beyond tactics. For the victors, exhaustion, grief, and grim duty. Endurance, not glory, carried them through. The city was destroyed, the defenders were not. Strategically and psychologically, the Eastern Front tilted. The myth of invincibility shattered. Across Europe, shock and recalculation.
We survived, but pieces of us never left that winter.
Names reduced to numbers, yet each a world of grief. From Stalingrad, the tide ran west, toward Kursk, the Dnieper, and beyond. Today, the Volga flows past memory made stone. Streets once fought for are now walked in quiet. Remembrance is a duty and a warning. The victory shifted momentum, accelerating the Allied advance into Europe. Endurance turned the hinge of history. In Stalingrad, strategy met suffering, and the course of a world war bent. Chapters and sources are linked below. What stories from Stalingrad surprised you? Share them in the comments. Find sources and further reading in the description. Subscribe for more deep dive history. Until next time.